welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next committed connection. We're going to see what they crave, what they desire about you. What is your dynamic? What will be your life, your future with this person? We will get all of that. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can go ahead and pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. For group 1, we have the Aquamarine Acti, and we'll be using the Summer Holiday Tarot. For group 2, we have the Strawberry Quartz Acti, and we'll be using the Loon of the Universe Tarot. For group 3, we have the Sodalite Acti, and we'll be using the Doodle Tarot. And for group 4, we have the Rainbow Stone Acti, and we'll be using the Cat Tarot for group 4. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the Summer Holiday Tarot and the Aquamarine Acti, this is your reading, tapping into your next committed connection. What do they crave and desire about you? What is the future of this connection? All that good stuff. Spirit for group 1 with the Aquamarine. Please show us for group 1 their next committed connection. Show us their next connection that leads to commitment. Okay, so the first message that I'm getting is everyone can see that you have a connection with this person. For a lot of you, before you two can see it. Also, we have instigator / setup. So this could be more of an energy where it's like you got one friend group over here that knows this person. And every time you hang out with them, they're like, oh my gosh, I wish so-and-so was here. You guys would hit it off. So it's in a way where it's like people have seen you two separately and they feel like if you guys could get at the same place at the same time, there could be a really good connection that sprouts, and it's just a matter of getting in the same place at the same time. So we have instigator / setup. We also have sprouting connection, letting us know that this is something new. Your next committed connection is not with someone that you already have a connection with. If you do, it would be like very, very light. Like we haven't even talked, definitely haven't gone on any dates. It would be just sprouting, just barely visible. You're just, feeling feelings of attraction towards this person, not someone you've been dealing with for a long time and have like a history with. Person we're tapping into today is someone that's essentially going to be kind of totally new to you. Also, the instigator / setup card does often come out when there is an angel, a spirit guide, a deity that's been sending you signs and signals that they want to work with you, or when you have done your own manifesting or spell work, and this is a confirmation that your guides, your angels, your spirit team, your higher self is already attracting this or bringing this to you. So that is another time we can see that card. Spirit, their next committed connection. Tell us more about their next committed connection. We got crushing for a while that has just come out as well. So for some of you, maybe this is someone who has been in your energy, DMing you, interacting with your content, liking your story, your posts, always supporting you in other ways. Perhaps this is a secret admirer energy, someone who's like really trying at this time to get on your radar, even if you're not really going for it yet. This is someone who's been watching you, attracted to you, someone who likes you before you're feeling the same way. It seems like this is someone who is liking you first. My goodness, and we have throwing out feelers here as well. So it seems like this is someone who's really trying to get your attention. And I was getting that even from the beginning of the spread when I was feeling it more on the spirit guides ends of them trying to orchestrate things, or a friend trying to orchestrate things and bring you together and being an instigator, oh my gosh, you look so cute. Say this is someone that's in your same friend group, but you don't have any like romantic history with. Whenever you guys are having a little conversation or whenever you laugh, you may notice that your friends are kind of childish and they'll start saying, "Ooh, they're talking. What are they talking about? They look so in love," different things like that. But we have love at first sight. So for you, group one, I would definitely say this is someone who is already in your energy, whether that's they're in your orbit, and you guys are about to cross paths for the first time and you're like dreaming of each other or having different spiritual connections, different spiritual communications with each other where it's like you're getting signs and signals, or whether that's like this is someone, it just feels like this romance is one step away. And for some of you, this person has been crushing on you for a while. They're throwing out feelers and you just haven't been in a mind state until recently or until the very near future where you're finally able to like see them. When you're going through it, it's hard to see the things that are going well because you have something that's more pressing on your mind that is not going well or that's experiencing a tower moment. So it's hard to appreciate the things around you when you have one area of your life that's really failing. And this is the same kind of thing. Not that any area of your life is failing. I didn't get anything like that. But, this could be someone who it's like, yeah, they've been in your energy for a minute, but you just haven't really seen them. You know what I mean? Because of whatever else you may have going on. What do they crave and desire about group one? Tell us more about this, Spirit. Okay, so we have the moon and the sun, which are lovers in some pantheons, the mother and the father archetype. This person feels like polarity type of energy with you where it's like you are the moon, they are the sun, you are feminine, they are masculine, or vice versa. Or both of you could be people who come across even more androgynous or more neutral because you equally have your feminine energy and your masculine energy. You may have experienced group one, people try to put you into a box and you're more both, or you may experience people trying to put you in the opposite position. So say you've always been feminine energy dominant, that is who you are, that is how you naturally operate. You may attract people that are always trying to put you in your masculine, specifically lovers. This person is really attracted to the fact that you have both polarities or you play one polarity and it's very strong and prevalent. They feel like the two of you are the sun and the moon, like a perfect complementary pair. Soon as the moon comes up, the sun goes down and vice versa. And they have a very symbiotic, harmonious relationship because they play their role. And once it's time for the sun to do its job, the moon doesn't continue to try to shine. The moon says, all right, my job here is done. I can rest. The moon with intuition, it says subconscious emotions. The sun with strength, it says empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, and truths being revealed. So this person feels very sure of you. And I'm feeling like they may be meeting you in a time where you're not exactly ready for a relationship. We have the past card that has come up. Don't let your boyfriend block you from meeting your husband. Don't let your girlfriend block you from meeting your wife. Listen, I'm just saying. The past with suffering, it says past affecting the present, lack, betrayal, victim, letting the past go. So you may be very much so still healing from something. You may have been a victim of someone who has done something kind of systematically, even to multiple people. I'm feeling for some of you, maybe you really just barely made it by the skin of your teeth out of a cycle with a narcissist. What this person really loves about you, though, is your brokenness, your humanity. They love that you have vulnerability and they really want to step up and be able to heal you, be able to help you, and they want you to shine as who you're supposed to be. Also, I'm getting that this person sees you as you want to be seen and they accept you as you are. Going back to what I was feeling with past relationships, you may have experienced like people trying to make you masculine when you're feminine or make you feminine when you're masculine versus accepting you for who you are. This person accepts you for who you are, which I really love. We also got the toxicity card. It says bound, addictions, patterns, energy vampire, trauma, bonds, and being stuck. So this is a good time where you want to do a really big energy cleansing group one and give it your all. I'm talking salt baths. You can buy them like on Amazon or on Etsy, or you can make your own. If you have a diffuser, then you probably have plenty of essential oils that can be used for cleansing. Maybe a bit of frankincense for, you know, blessing, a bit of lemon for kind of clearing, and maybe some lavender to kind of chill things out a bit, calm things down, whatever you have. Like, there's so many different purposes. I would just look up the purposes of the ones you have and create your own bath. But you know, sage, Palo Santo, Florida water, this is the time you really want to do that. I do have glass candles on my Etsy shop, which would be perfect for something like this. And I would definitely go for a white candle, but definitely do something for cleansing, because when you get so much of the past showing up in the reading, it's a sign that someone is still attached to you, or you're still affected by this energy. It could be an energetic entanglement, even if you've moved on mentally, but you're still seeing almost like your life is still a reflection of the past. Yeah, that's a sign that you've got some lingering energy. So clear that. You already got someone here. So it's not looking like you really need to do any much attraction work, unless you're looking for something, you know, specific or something else, or if you want to go through like a, you know, multiple dating phase or whatever. But we already got someone here. Spirit, tell me the future of this connection. What will the relationship be like? What does this person want? Okay, so right away, you guys are taking things very slow. We got the Four of Wands reversed and the Ace of Wands reversed with the Hangman reversed. You may be afraid of long-term commitment. You may be afraid of marriage, or you may be against it. The Four of Wands is one of our marriage cards in the deck. And with that coming up with the Ace of Wands reversed and the Hangman reversed, that's like, I do not want this at this point in my life. So if someone's going to start a life with you, they're going to have to take things very slow. And we got the Two of Wands showing up reversed here as well. So that's kind of like on your terms. So I see things moving very slow. I see things moving on your terms. Any toxicity, any toxic masculinity, even any toxic femininity. We had one of these cards talking about being a victim. That's one of the shadow attributes of the feminine. If someone is constantly trying to victimize you, make you a victim, or make you stay stuck in a weak position, or if you've been stuck in that position for a while, anything that's giving past is not going to work in this relationship. Not going to lie, they're trying to build a fruitful relationship with you. I feel like they definitely do want marriage, but we got the King of Swords reversed. They're like, yeah, it's kind of like dealing with an angry cat, you know? They're like, I'm not going to get scratched up. I'm just going to go ahead and remove myself here and give this cat time to, you know, relax. And let me give them their space. Let me honor their boundaries. And that's what this person is doing. And through that, we got the Hierophant here. So I see that you guys are coming into a place of understanding with each other. And also, Hierophant can represent some like radical acceptance that this person has of who you are. Someone who's been through a really rough path just isn't likely gonna be like a bunny rabbit, soft and optimistic and just hopping around and everything's so sunny and happy. So this person has an acceptance of you may never be that. You may never be the ideal masculine, feminine, or whatever society tries to tell you that you should be because of your past experience. And because of that, this person is actually making progress because they're not trying to force you to be that, and also not making you feel guilty like you feel pressured to be that. So we got the Five of Pentacles reversed. Five of Pentacles can be a card of really kind of struggling financially. It can be a card of being in a deficit. So with that being reversed, I take that as more of a healing message, especially coming out with the Hierophant, that you guys are learning how to work with each other. And this is what's causing you to actually be able to have progress and a potentially really good relationship. What else can you tell us? We got revealing radiance. I am feeling, though, there is going to be a level of stepping into your soft era with this relationship, with this person being so understanding. It says, my light illuminates the world. Perhaps Spirit is calling you to some personal illumination, expansion in terms of career, money, in terms of personal purpose. And this person is taking more of a supportive position because you're in that leadership position, growth position. That's what I have for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Strawberry Quartz and the Loon of the Universe Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see your next committed connection. What do they crave? What do they desire about you? Who is this person? What is the connection? What is the future of this? We shall see. Spirit, for Group 2 with the Strawberry Quartz, please show us for Group 2 their next committed connection. Okay, so right away I'm picking up that you have options, Group 2. First card out for you, we got bees to honey. So also another thing is bees are highly connected to the process of, it just kind of feels like people who are in your energy are people that are already aligned with you, people who already like you for you, is the message coming through right away. It feels like people that are making themselves option to you are people who naturally are in alignment with the, Spirit is showing me like a lot of queen bee symbolism. So you have the worker bees who understand that they are worker bees, not worker bees trying to compete with the queen position. So I'm seeing a connection come in for you, multiple connections, multiple people that are much more aligned with you and also that respect your position and divinity. What else can you tell us about Group 2, Spirit? Their next committed connection. What? We got invisibility spell, okay? And we got that coming out with making the first move. That's very surprising to see that you're in an invisibility spell energy, but I think it's because you already know what you want. And we have making the first move. So this could be through manifestation, saying, all right, Spirit, I'm ready for love and I already know exactly what it is that I'm looking for. So I'm going to tell you, the universe, my angels, my guides, what exactly that is, and I'm going to move in that direction. I'm going to take my own steps on my end to make this happen. Also, this could be something that you are called to do in the future, so there could be the perfect opportunity, and it'll be easy for you. So if you're someone who's more introverted, Spirit will do you a solid in these situations when you're called to take action. Spirit will make it easy for you. So this person may wear like a pin on their bag that is of a band that you used to listen to every day in middle school, for an example. Like Spirit will give you some random in something so it's not like, hey, how you doing, good fella? Do you got let me not even try to be funny. But so it won't be uncomfortable for you. So if you are called to make that first move, Spirit will help you out with it, make it easy for you. But that's very surprising. I wonder if you're not liking this energy. We have instigator / setup and coming to fruition. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why you're actually, usually when you're ready to date, you'd be open to people who know a friend of a friend, because when you're ready to date, it's like, okay, I'm ready to get out there again. So if my friends say, oh, I have this person and I feel like you guys would be very compatible, usually in that space, you'd entertain it. For you, especially with this coming to fruition, right on the heels of us talking about you manifesting or making the first move, already knowing what you want, being in an invisibility spell energy where you're consciously trying to block all these extra bees, worker bees in your energy who are trying to be compatible with you, trying to be your match, that actually makes a whole lot of more sense. So what I see is, for one, for those of you who are not manifesting, definitely take some time in the near future to tell Spirit exactly what it is that you're looking for. I have custom spell work on my Etsy shop, good for something like that. You can do the Build-A-Bay process where you let me know the list of what you're looking for in a partner and I can manifest it for you. But if you're witchy yourself, definitely set some intention, even in lower forms. If all you have time and energy to do is literally to speak out loud to your guides right now, go ahead and do that. But set some intention regardless of whatever way you want to go about it. Because we're getting a lot of signs and signals of, Spirit being a part of this process. Instigator / setup can also talk about deity and guides that are trying to help you. So if you keep getting messages of a specific deity, definitely work with that deity and tell them what it is that you're looking for. Same thing if you're not and, you're just going off of this reading, set some intention with your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your higher self, spirit God, whatever you believe in. Definitely let them know, because I'm getting a lot of successful energy at this time for you. It's like you have so many people in your energy. They're like bees to honey. They see you, respect you, honor you, they value you. You may have gone through even a physical glow up. And it kind of feels like you got the blinders on and you already know what it is that you're looking for. And when you get what you're looking for, you'll make that move if necessary. But I also feel like this energy can be very chaotic. So setting intention would be a good thing. Spirit, what do they crave? What do they desire about group 2? Tell us more about this connection. Ooh, so we have the structure card. We also have the Mars card. Oh my goodness, I'm picking up on a feminine with a lot of masculine energy. I'm picking up on a feminine who's about their business. This person is so attracted to that. Also, the summer energy can also bring a lighthearted, tropical, exotic energy. So I'm seeing that you're looking really good, you're smelling really good, you're confident, you're in your energy, yet you're about business, and this person is so activated and turned on by that. We have structure in Mars. The romantic interests that are around you at this time, group 2, really love your routine and they really love your masculine energy. Structure, it says foundation, wanting to build a solid foundation, balance, building, slow and steady, and forming. You could be someone with a traditional mindset or traditional values. You could be a traditional woman, traditional man, and you could feel like you are a diamond in the rough these days, where a lot of people aren't in that energy anymore. They're more progressive, wanting other things, wanting more, or wanting something different. You could feel like an old soul, and that's what this person is really liking about you as well. With the Mars card, it says hot, passion, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, and this person, I feel like they're in love with that. You could have like an Aries rising or an Aries Venus with the Mars energy coming out. That could be prevalent in your chart. And this person is just so beyond attracted to that. We have summer. It says timing card, activity, goals, progress, life force energy, and new patterns. So something could be significant specifically for you this summer. Can be when you're in this bees to honey energy and you've got a lot of people coming towards you. This person also really loves that you take care of yourself and you're not open to just anything. We got closed off in self-care, so you prioritize your own comfort. You will literally say no to plans just to have a self-care night by yourself. And this person loves that you reject them at times. Closed off says guarded, resistance, prideful, defensive, wounded warrior. So you could have also gone through some things. Not that you're jaded, but you definitely are showing up as a realist. And this person actually really likes that. They found it very grounding. They like that you don't call a banana an orange. They like that you don't look at a bad guy and say, oh, that's a good guy. They like that they love that you call them out on their BS. Whenever they're on their BS or whenever they're trying to lay it on thick to you and you say, see straight through it, and you don't try to just, go with the flow. My God, they're so into it. Self-care, it says depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharging, and retreating. We also have disharmony and karma that has come up. This person feels like you are the last person they would ever want to F with. And they also see you as someone who could, just rain hellfire on them if you wanted to. And that's even going back in alignment with the Mars energy that came out before. This person, if you're a Spitfire, if you have an attitude, if you're mean, this person loves that. I ain't even gonna hold you. And there really is someone out there for everyone. There really is. We're seeing it in real time. Like, you would think that if you're nice and sweet and welcoming and warm, that would be what people love. But there's truly someone out there for everyone. We got disharmony and karma. It says triggers, conflicts, competition, arguments, and harsh communication. So there could be some competition that's also inspiring this person to do more. This person could have been with people who are quite easy, and they're liking that you're not so easy. Karma with balance, it says weighing things out, cause and effect choices, and wanting to make things right. This person also really loves that you stand on business. Also cause and effect. You don't try to control your partners. If someone doesn't say someone plans a date with you and on the day of the date they don't check in, they don't hit you up, and then they hit you up later after you were already supposed to meet, like, hey, what you doing? This person really loves that you stand on business and you allow people to exit your life themselves. You allow people to make their own decisions and you just kind of move accordingly. So this person really loves that. You don't try to argue or keep up with things or make things happen. It's like if someone stops putting in effort, you stop putting in effort. You're very much so a matching their energy kind of, person, and they're into that. So what is the future of this connection? What will happen here? We have the Six of Cups, the World card, my goodness, and the Judgment card coming out right away with Strength at the bottom of the deck. You are in a very powerful position. Group 2, things are going to go exactly the way that you want them to. And it's rare that things go that way. My goodness, I'm loving this energy. Also, I'm getting that this is someone who is standing up to do the things that other people didn't do in the past. Six of Cups can be the card of the past. However, we got Judgment and the World card here. You may have experienced group 2, someone that you already thought was going to be your husband, your wife, your future. Someone who you thought you were going to build with, someone who you thought you were going to be with, someone you were already in love with, like a soulmate energy. You may have already experienced that at this point in your life. What I'm getting is that they didn't step up to the plate like they were supposed to. Judgment is a call to action. It's also very karmic, and it's essentially when spirit is summoning you for a job to be done. So when someone has a Judgment card moment, especially Judgment and the World as it has come out, this is an opportunity to have your happily ever after. But you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. And for you, you have been with other people who have been led straight to the water source and did not drink. Or even you have self-sabotaged yourself. With the Strength card being at the bottom of the deck, that lets me know that you've also gone through some lessons, and there's some things that you have failed and things, tests that you failed, tests that you've passed as well. And, so you could have had your own pitfalls. So, timing really is so important, and everything has to be done in the proper timing in order to be successful. We had the Summer card that was talking about timing as well. So I'm feeling like now you're in a place, and this person is in a place where you can both surrender to each other. We got the Four of Cups, we got the Tower, and the Five of Wands reversed. I'm not seeing that this is going to be easy, and I feel like that's because a lot of people don't talk about the Tower moment that happens once you're finally in a safe relationship and you realize, whoa, I was like dead ass being breadcrumbed. I just saw 12-12. Because when you see someone else just do so easily, seamlessly, with a smile on their face, all the things that you would have just like begged someone else to do, it can be very triggering. So I am seeing there's very much so still things you guys are going to have to work through. The relationship isn't perfect. You're going to go through highs. You're going to go through lows. Life is still going to life, even in the best relationship. But I also see that Four of Cups, you guys are able to hang on. You guys are able to go through life with the support of each other. This is looking like a very long-term relationship for you, Group 2. That is what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the Sodalite and the Doodle Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next committed connection. What do they crave and desire about you? What is your future with this person? What kind of relationship are you going to build? We'll get all of that. Spirit for Group 3 with the Sodalite, please show us their next committed connection for Group 3. What is this relationship? Who is this person for Group 3? Ooh, first card out, we got Familiar Face. We got Familiar Face. Ooh, okay. So I'm hearing take two. Take two. And I am feeling that, oh, yep, see, if they wanted to, they would. I am seeing that you kind of really stood on business with this person. Oh my goodness. Oh, they completely misread you. We have Familiar Face. Thought they had you, and Scars on My Sleeve. With Scars on My Sleeve, I feel like you showed some sort of vulnerability with this person, and because of that, they thought they had you. They thought they understood you. You may have told this person what you've been through in past relationships, and then they tried to pull that same with you, because sometimes, honestly, people who do not have the best intentions will literally ask you what you've been through just to know how far they can take it. And even they'll try to take it a bit further, you know, through love bombing you and really getting you hooked in the beginning so that they can have even more leeway. Not to say I'm getting all of that from this person. We're barely, you know, cracked into the spread, so I can't say, oh, they're a manipulator and this and that. It could be on a super, super lower level where it's like this person just tried to play with your time. This person just didn't do something that they said they were going to do. It could be something way simpler, smaller, versus something that's like, you know, pure torture. But with scars on your sleeve, you have showed your vulnerability. Spirit also keeps showing me like a animal that's showing their belly. You know how cats only do that when they really trust you? Otherwise, even my cat that I've had for years since birth will literally nip at my hands. If I try to rub that belly, I'm like, give me that belly, girl. She don't like that. She do not like that. She will still nip at me. So it's kind of like, that's what Spirit is showing me. You may have rolled over a little bit, showed them a little of your soft side, a little bit of your vulnerability. And this person tried to take that and run with it. And we have thought they had you, which is a very powerful position of, oh, you thought, but let me go ahead and swerve in the other direction. Soon as you think you had me, and break those ankles and watch you trip over yourself because you don't have me. A lot of people don't understand the growth that happens after you're in a vulnerable position as well. When you're someone who has gotten to the other side of it, it's really hard for someone to be able to trick you back into that position. So this person, you know, I just feel like some way, somehow, they thought they understood you. Also, I was getting this as a nice girl, nice guy energy in the beginning, where some of you may have like a really jovial, lighthearted personality, but when you get in relationships or consider people to date, you lock in. So this person may have thought, oh, this person is so open-hearted, they're so welcoming, they're so soft, they're so warm, so that means I can, you know, do this and that. And yeah, I'm feeling they had learned the hard way that that is not true. And look at this, we got princess/prince treatment. So I see this person treating you so well moving forward, the way you deserve to be treated. And we also got the art of seduction here. So some of that could have been intentional. You could have really played a game with this person and put them on their behind, okay? Really showed them there's always someone bigger and better out there than you. Listen, don't get too confident. And also a player or someone who has seductive qualities doesn't always come in the same package. Just like The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. It's a book. I want to say, how many archetypes are there? I can't remember off the top of my head. I know that there's a lot though. And Robert Greene describes them in that book, and they're all literally totally different. And there's even like a coquette archetype that plays into the aloofness. So you could like... You could literally be out here seducing hard, but in the most frilly, fun, defenseless looking package. It's just, it's like so, it's such a mind F. I'm feeling like you really mind F'd this person, group 3. Spirit, what do they desire and crave when it comes to group 3? What do they really like about group 3? So first of all, we have the unexpected card that came out. So this person actually likes that you're not someone who can easily be predicted. Also, they're starting to get signs and signals. I was just about to say that this is spiritually guided. We have fate and spirit guides that has just come out. So they also like that there's kind of like this higher level element to this connection. I just heard alone. Okay, that's a weird way to describe it. I just heard alone. This person has felt really alone until they met you, and it's not because, oh, you're so empathetic and so loving and you've just, you know, drowned them in that love. It feels like life has a higher meaning since you've entered. It feels like they're just now being exposed to a higher power in this reality through this connection, because it's like, oh my God, I'm getting the synchronicities. You know, this could be someone who's like, you know, never believed in astrology, never believed in tarot, spirituality until they met you, and it's like now they're a believer. Fate and spirit guides. Fate, it says fortune, the wheel of fortune, karma, cycles, divine intervention, and divine detours. So their life was going in a different direction, and then they met you, and now they're feeling like their life is aligning to be more with you, and they really like that higher level feeling of something more, something greater going on. This person has had like a wanderlust spirit. They've wanted to wander. They've had a lust for life and wanting to see other things. They've wanted to experience something paranormal. They've wanted to experience something otherworldly, and they haven't. And you're making them a believer. Spirit guides with assistance. It says divine guidance, signs and synchronicities, and guardians. They also really love the element of the universe kind of coming through to conspire to help them. It makes them feel more special and worthy. We got the World card here with new cycle. So I feel like this person was typically a player themselves. I feel like you have broke the ankles of the player and now they are at your feet. It says karmic completion, travel, fulfillment, success after the quest. So it seems like this person has been on their own path and they've kind of become an expert in whatever archetype they are. And now they're being exposed to something new and they're feeling like a neophyte again. They're feeling like they're at the beginning of evolution. They're at the beginning stages. You really excite this person. Then we got unexpected and trust. Unexpected, it says storm, destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, and sudden news. So they love that when they get in your energy, things are not as they appear. They love when they think that they have you all figured out. Oh, look at this. Just because group 3 is nice does not mean they're low maintenance. Just because they're nice does not mean that they're delulu and they're gonna swoon over me. Just because they're this, just because they're that does not mean what I think it means. This person is so like, they really love that. They love feeling like something is new and something is different going on. Divine timing. With trust, it says greater forces are at play, release control, all is working out for the highest good. So this person, they actually love that they're not having to be in such a leadership position. I also feel like when they are in that leadership position, they do tend to fumble, okay? When they're the ones who gets to dictate everything, they might, end up in a toxic connection because they may not be the best at setting a really good foundation for like a successful relationship. So they actually are really enjoying that things are different this time around and they're not the one that's in control. Yeah, we got the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit, can you show us the future of this connection? How will this connection progress? What will happen here? You guys are definitely taking it slow. Something that I see, we got the 10 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. You may be leaving an older relationship. They may be leaving an older relationship, or this is the both of you leaving an older version of yourself. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. It feels like based on your last relationship or your last cycle, whereas this person feels like they're just locking in. It's like they're one step behind you. Now they're going through their ascension. 8 of Cups, there's old people connections, 10 of Wands that the both of you are closing cycles with. And also, I can definitely see with this person, they're closing some old cycles with themselves. They're no longer gonna get what they want or experience happiness with the same dynamic in the same way that they have been before. So I'm seeing internal revelations and readjustments that are also having external effects. Definitely a slow build, a slow burn. On one end, I see you regulating this person, really kind of keeping them in check. And on the other end, I see them having to learn things in real time. We have the Page of Swords reversed and the Chariot reversed. You can't always get what you want, can't always get it in the time that you want either. This person is being divinely humbled by you, by the universe, by this relationship. I ain't gonna give this person a little bit of grace because, woo, it's crazy sometimes how the universe takes you up so high just to see you fall. I mean, like I was picking up before that this person, it feels like they were an expert in something to do with dating or technique, or it feels like they were a high manifestation of whoever they are, whatever archetype they are. So if they're a player archetype, this is like the final boss. This is the Thanos player. Or if this is, whatever. But this relationship has opened up a whole new world for them. And they're having to do a lot of surrender, and energy is fluid. Some of this is, of course, going to apply to you. There's going to be different breakthroughs that you'll have, in this connection as well, different things that you'll learn. 10 of Pentacles, you love to see it. We got a little 10-10 moment with the 10 of Wands that already came out before. Wealth, fortune, family, long-term commitment, one of our marriage cards. I mean, goodness, that's kind of like the future of this connection, 10 of Pentacles, but not before we go through that 10 of Wands. So a lot of releasing Tower moments, releasing things that no longer serve you. We got the Hermit reversed. I see the both of you coming out of your shell. So I feel like you're stepping into not even your final evolution, because you're constantly growing and evolving through life, but you're stepping into your next evolution through this relationship. And that's why Spirit is so involved, because we have free will. So Spirit doesn't typically, and your spirit guides, they don't typically bring someone to you unless it's for a purpose. So I feel like this relationship will be, a 2-for-1 special, where we have a lot of personal growth and evolution. And we'll also be kind of stepping into some new things in life. And, this can mean job changes, physical moves, and things like that. So we got the 2 of Pentacles reversed and the 9 of Wands. I see you guys the first, I'm hearing 3 years. So this is going to be a long-term relationship. The first 3 years, you'll have bits and pieces, here and there of travel, of fun, of excitement, of, things that Spirit is leading you into, new opportunities. But the first few years in this connection is going to be building a solid foundation, going through personal growth, a lot of personal evolution. I just saw 444. And then further, you'll be able to bask and live and be comfortable in the 10 of Pentacles, where you're taken care of by the universe. That's what I see for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the Cat Tarot and the Rainbow Stone Octi, this is your reading, tapping into your next committed connection. We shall see. What do they crave and desire about you? What is your life, your future you're building with this person going to be? We'll get all of that. Spirit for Group 4 with the Rainbow Stone. Please show us for Group 4 their next committed connection. Okay, so right away, first 2 cards out, we got mutual feelings and we got solar plexus based connection. So Spirit's coming through hot right out the gate, letting you know that the feelings are mutual with this person. Hallelujah, because so often you have these unrequited love situations where one person is attracted, the other person is so. One person is ready, the other person isn't. One person is focused on love and the other's focused on career. Like, my goodness. So I love to see that Spirit is showing you right away, this is someone who is into you just as much as you're into them. That is a great place to start. And then furthermore, we have solar plexus based connection. The solar plexus is the soul, it's the self. It's got strong connections to the sun, which is your essentially, kind of who you are. Your solar plexus is like, okay, what I feel like my purpose is in this life, or who am I in this life, the things that are important to me, my core values, solar plexus. So the fact that you have a connection that's based on the solar plexus lets me know that you guys are in alignment as far as what you want in a relationship and also what you want in life. This is like 2 people who both want to live in the city, or 2 people who both want to start a family, 2 people who education and learning and traveling is important to them, or 2 people who living a sedentary lifestyle and being quiet, reserved in a small town is more important to them. Whatever your thing is, this person is also in alignment with that. And this is also a sign that you guys will also kind of grow in the same direction. I just saw 202, which is very important in romantic connections. Spirit, tell us more about this connection. Oh, tell us more about their next committed partner. Now, I will say we do have more than one interested that has shown up for you, Group 4. So there will be other options that you will have. You could have more than one great, oh my God, Spirit is showing me the Bachelorette specifically. So, oh, you just got the mans lined up for you. Okay, period. Send one my way. Let me have my Bachelorette moment. But you have more than one interest in. And bottom of the deck, we have Belle of the Ball. So I wonder if you've been doing some attraction work or if you've had a glow up, because the Belle of the Ball is like, it's the belle, okay? It's the beauty. It's the person that everyone is looking at when they enter the door. Everyone wants to talk to. Everyone wants to get a dance with. So I'm seeing people being very attracted to you, group 4. Spirit for group 4. Yeah. I'm picking up on someone. Yeah, that's not sitting right with me now. We have throwing out feelers and asking around. The person that you have mutual feelings with won't have to throw out feelers. And I don't know why, I'm just intuitively getting a little bit of a shadowy kind of vibe. There is more than one person that is interested in you. However, I do see you giving your time, energy, attention to this person you have mutual feelings with, solar plexus-based connection with. This person who's throwing out feelers, they're having to do that because they're not getting a good response from you. This is someone you turned your back on, ghosted, separated from. You're no longer trying to date. You know, this is someone who likely knows that you're not trying to do that. And I don't know what it is, but this person, it's like they're trying to force their way. They're not accepting rejection, or they're not accepting that you don't see them like they see you. So just know there is more than one person that's interested in you moving forward, group 4. They are going to be sending you signs and signals that they're interested, and they're asking around about you, which I really don't like, because it just feels like they're fishing for information, trying to accidentally end up at the same airport as you as you're about to leave, and then, you know, make you feel like, oh, this person, they got, you know, ditched by their friends, so just come on vacation with me. Wizard Liz, that's what's happened to her. I don't know, it's just giving me a bad vibe, not gonna lie. So just know that there's someone asking around about you, trying to get information about you. They could be doing readings on you. They could be asking your friends where you are, what you do, trying to get in your life. So the more I tap into the energy, the more it's very off-putting to me. A lot of you already know who this is. So go ahead and do a banishing and send them back to the nether regions so they can get up out of your energy, because this is a sabotager, someone who will literally try to destiny swap with your truly divinely guided partner because they like you. Spirit, for group 4, what does the solar plexus based connection, what do they crave and desire about group 4? Last thing on that person as well, that was something that Spirit was saying to me, that you guys don't have a solar plexus based connection. So you could have a very strong sacral chakra based connection with this person, for an example, where it's like the physical intimacy is on point. But when it comes to like your morals, your values, how you want to live your life, there's a lot of disagreements. That's something Spirit was showing me. So going back to our original energy, the solar plexus based connection, getting out of the energy of this person that honestly, probably this ain't the first time they done showed up in your readings. They crave and desire. We have unexpected union and truth. This person loves that you're really honest with them. You're a no nonsense or a non-sugar coater. Even if you say things with a smile, you still speak the truth, and this person really loves that. It says expression, new perspectives, seeing the truth, clear action, honesty, and communication. So even if it's something negative or something that you know most people aren't going to want to hear, this person really loves that you're honest with them. Unexpected, it says storm, distraction, conflict, unforeseen change, and sudden news. This person loves that you have your own world, and they also love that you will completely destroy things, burn it to the ground, and start new. They love that you're willing to walk away as well, I'm hearing. We have the union card, so they see you as wife material, husband material, or, you know, fiance material, boyfriend, girlfriend material, partner material. They see you as someone they can have a union with. It says soulmate energy, decisions, proposal, integration of the yin and yang energies. Okay, that's a really interesting way to put it. So you may have a balanced masculine and feminine energy. You could have more of a masculine side where you're very ambitious, action oriented, you hustle, you know, put that work in, and a very feminine side where you spend time pampering yourself, treating yourself, being more receptive and open. We have doubts and family. Also, a super unique message coming through is some of you may not want kids, and this person actually likes that. They like that you doubt your capacity as a mother, as a father, whether that's because you don't know if you'll be able to sustain that child financially, or whether that's because you don't feel like it's never really something that's resonated with you, or, you know, this person, they love that. They love that you're very versus more idealistic, like, you know, I want a big family and this and that. You're more realistic, like, you know what, I don't know with my past experience with family and, you know, if I'm even ready to start my own or if I want to have my own. I was picking that up. Doubts, it says negativity, not hopeful, and discontentment. So you may have a sad girl, sad boy energy to you. This person finds that endearing. They like that you have doubts and that you look at things in a realistic kind of way. Family with foundation, it says commitment, home, marriage, celebration, and security. Yeah, not gonna lie, this person is not gonna let up on that. If they can get it, they're gonna secure a marriage with you straight up. They're gonna secure a marriage with you. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, World card, Fool, 4 of Wands, any of those cards that kind of lead to marriage, family, kids, anything like that, because this person, oh my goodness, they can see that with you. They can see that with you, but they also respect if that's not something that you want. Spirit, for group 4, so show us their future, their life. What are they going to build with this person? Okay, we got the Judgment card here, a call to action with the Moon reversed. So I see you fully surrendering to this relationship and vice versa. The Moon is all about your doubts, your fears, your worries. So I love to see that you're overcoming those doubts and fears. This person loves you through your doubts and fears. And also I see you overcoming your doubts and fears through this relationship. Judgment card is a call to action. That's Spirit saying, yeah, we got the Justice card reversed at the bottom of the deck. There's been times in your life where people haven't stood up and been accountable, or they haven't stood up and done their part in the connection. Here's someone who will. What will you do with this? So Spirit is watching and very curious of how you'll handle this, group 4. You may have told Spirit that you didn't want this, that you didn't want, like, you know, I mean, we got the 4 of Wands. It did show up, but it showed up in the reverse position. So you may be anti-marriage, anti-kids. You could be, you know, someone who doesn't want that traditional kind of dynamic. Yet we have the Star card here. All about divine timing, but also about wish fulfillment. So what's true in one situation may not be true with the love of your life. This person, I feel like you guys may be an example. People who live in accordance to an alternative lifestyle. So our society is still very much so tradition dominant, you know, even it's very spiritual, especially here in the West, but still more religious dominant with these values of, you know, procreation and family and things like that. You guys could very much so live as an example of 4 of Wands reversed. You don't have to be married to have a lifelong commitment with someone. You don't have to live traditionally to have happiness, love, family. You can have that in other ways. I'm getting that for some of you, but not gonna lie, I'm also getting for some of you that this relationship is changing your mind. I'm like, how can I sugarcoat that? Because that would trigger the fuck out of me personally. Like, if you tell me something that I believe or something that I stand on now, someone's gonna come through and change that, I'd be so pissed. So I honestly didn't want to say it, but I'm not gonna lie, I am seeing that for some of you. So maybe it'll be the latter though. We got the 5 of Wands and the Page of Cups reversed. So definitely seeing you having to learn each other. I do get like a cat-like energy from you as well, but I'm seeing like a cat hissing, you know, an aggressive cat, angry, spicy kitty. So this person is definitely having to take things slow with you. What I see is you're not someone who is tradition, like it just feels like convention has become really stuffy and controlling these days, and you want something different. Or if you do live a traditional lifestyle with someone, it'll be with someone who's in alignment with that and someone who's worthy and deserving. So this person, they're having to prove that, and that can only be proven in time. So I do see you things, I do see you guys taking things slow, but I also do see that this person is more than willing and ready to make a lifelong commitment to you. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.